Still BS, bro.
Beautiful. Okay. Yep. Should be live. All right.
Yeah, it's popped up on the phone.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to start off. So we're going to say, Rock for Yahweh.
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 Rock for Yahweh. Rock for Yahweh. Rock for Yahweh.
Right, Kal Halal Yahweh.
Kal Halal
Right, double honors to the apostles like Greg and and salute to you brothers teaching the word out there in sincerity and in truth. All right. You know, we're the brothers in England. You know, and this is the New Year's Eve of destruction that we're doing here. You know, pretty much there's a lot going on and been going on, right? So, you know, brothers are kind of been chopping it up, you know, kind of just, you know, and shit like that. But what we're gonna do though is, you know, we're gonna Google some news articles. You know, sometimes brothers, you know, be going through, you know, you just, you know, kind of just venting shit. But you know, our whole job really is to teach, which is why we're doing this. Now, while we're gonna teach this lesson, you know, the majority of the civilians in the planet are pretty much, you know, they were ushering in the 2025 for prosperity, for a lot of people are through really, so they don't know what to do. But the true spirit of what we're doing right here is we're ushering in the kingdom of heaven. We're ushering in the Lord, bringing forth destruction on planet Earth. All right, so that's what we're gonna go into now. So let's roll with some scriptures. Let's roll with scriptures, bro.
I got something. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
This is a beautiful scripture, this one alone here. You know, the day of the Lord Yahweh shall come as a thief in the night, bro. You know, the Lord ain't coming how everybody is expecting him to come. If they're expecting him to come at that, you know, because we're in an all-time high of unbelief, faith, unfaith. You got faith, you got unfaith, the devilism. We're at an all-time high of people not believing in the scriptures. That's the truth. Or what's your religion? I'm an atheist. I don't really believe. I'm spiritual. And when you check out and you ask them what's spiritual about, what they're talking about is really New Age order doctrines, the secret, believing in yourself.
Yeah.
You are God, but there's no God, but it's God's in you. That's what they
Do as
mean
thou
by that.
wilt. Do as thou wilt.
Okay, do as thou wilt is incorporated through those fucking doctrines, man. Your God, you know, so you have it, just believe in yourself. You create your reality. You know, that's do as thou wilt. You create yours. That's BS. Men of the scriptures, even Yahweh Shai. When Yahweh Shai himself went by the will of the Lord, he didn't do his own will. He said that many a times. He said, if it be of my Father's will, meaning that he wasn't subject to his own reality. He was subject to the Father's reality. So that cuts all of you guys. If you ain't Bible believers, if you ain't people of faith, you then your devil worshippers. And that's just all these different philosophies. It's of Satan. The scriptures tells you that, man. If they come not according to this way, and we just give a good example of that, then there's no light in it. And a good example of that is your destiny and your belief has to come through what the Father's will is. Some people say, oh, you guys are brainwashed, or you're not thinking for yourself. All right, well, we just give you the examples of alternative, manipulated mindsets. And do you know what? If you want to go deeper, that shit is Masonic, bro. That goes to when the Masons went to East India and they brought in that tantric bullshit, yoga, meditate. That was all that East or mysticism.
Yeah, you still mix it.
You know, that's what that was.
I got a scripture.
Yeah,
After you can't wait, you still got some more.
Yeah, it says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
So the works and the elements are going to be, a lot of things are going to get burned up, bro. Like, you know, a lot of things, people, buildings, countries, infrastructure, places, you know what I mean, memories, all going to be burnt in smoke.
Yeah.
That's biblical, that's Bible talk, man. So
old world,
then it goes to again what we said with the old world. Well, the new world is going to be burnt with fire. The old world was burnt, was drowned out. The new world with fire now. But then it's going to be said, have I therefore become your enemy? To tell you the truth. That's when, like now, you know, we're teaching you of the structure. Where do you stand on that? You look, we're in 2025, and we're telling you through the Spirit, man, that a lot of things are going to start taking place. You didn't believe Trump was going to get in. You didn't believe Musk was going to be an advisor. And they're AI specialists. All you pseudo-conscious people nowadays. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know, Musk, you know, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know what's going on. The reason why Elon's in there, he's a New World Order specialist. Specialist puppets. You know, that's what they are. He bought X and y'all got tricked out. Oh, he's got it. He's won it for us. The same person that's forefronting AI and neurons. Are we really doing this? Are y'all serious? Are we really? Is that what we're doing now? Is that actually how we're doing it? Is that what we're doing now? Yeah. Is that where we're at with the so-called truther movement? That the dude is the head of AI and brain chips, but that's the head of the revolution of truth. Are we really doing this? Is that what we're doing, man? Is that what the fuck we're doing?
That is gonna free it up.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Give me a break.
That's crazy. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Amani, you gonna read it?
No, you go ahead, bro.
Alright, this is 1 Thessalonians 5. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden...
Okay, did we read something on it? Did we read that one? About the thief in the night? We read something on that.
Yeah, it was similar, yeah. Thief in the night, same thing, yeah. Second Peter 3 and 10. Yeah.
Right, so then we read
Thief in the 10.
Reading this.
Yeah. Right, so to see the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. The Spirit's brought it out again. That's that, you had the movie The Stranger Things. The show, which that was all about demons and portals and shit, but guess what? The Lord over all that, because the mysterious Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 talks about the strangeness of our salvation, man. Yeah. That's over all that. All them spooky ass films to do with the knowing. The close encounters of the fourth kind. Okay. All the world.
Yeah.
All of that. So what are we doing here again?
I don't know this.
We're talking about what Congress holds now, emergency meetings on UFOs.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in real time.
On UAPs,
Right.
UFOs, like, man are releasing full documents,
Yeah, studies.
everything with video evidences and whatnot, saying, okay, now this is something to focus on. Because why? We're in that time. So now it's like, going on watching EastEnders, that's not going to clue you in enough. Now's the time where it's spooky. Now's the time where it's like things happen. When people are, I don't know what's got, the orbs are in the sky. And people are, oh no!
That's right.
Yeah, look, you said it. You said it. I don't know what the orbs.
The orbs!
Yeah.
That's gonna cause confusion.
Because it's called
It's gonna be on the phone. You'll never aunt
Instead of indoctrination.
or some other female. I don't know the orbs. What's going on? You know, when women panic.
Yeah,
You feel this emotions coming through the phone. What's happening? Come on, talk. What's going on?
Come on.
I don't know. You know?
Oh,
But it's spiritual, man. It's spiritual that when they see the chariots, they like bug
You
out.
know, panic. Well, yeah.
It's
You
spiritual
don't
that
panic
when
over anything.
they, I'm saying.
So that's what you know. You say, look, man, something happened. What?
why?
what?
I put more this, bro.
Why spirit?
Yeah, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that they shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. You know, and that's what we're doing.
Well, you read that quick, bro.
Okay.
Right, so,
Okay.
you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
man.
so
Everybody,
sorry, man, I read
you know
that
me, I like
again.
this.
Yeah.
I got, you know what I mean? We got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It says,
And you know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely.
That was, you know me, you know?
Yeah. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety.
So even that now, so even that's what with the peace and safety, that's what we're talking about now. Now that's even a prophecy. That's a prophecy.
Yeah.
When they shall say peace and safety, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, oh, things are good now. That you know how you know what I mean? Because now you notice, right?
Good.
Even though everybody's fucked up, people are able to get nice car,
Clothes.
from credit,
Still can
Debt.
get clothes.
clothes. Everybody's walking around with nice clothes,
Yeah.
drip ice.
Yeah.
Average music video, right? Stones, you know. I'm talking about the ice jewelry. 'Cause that's what you know. I wasn't talking about the you know. But that's what's going on, man. So niggas, are, you know, people got it like good out here. And it's gonna even get even better.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, like you know, and this is in health. Like this is when things are just. You're supposed to be broke because of this debt credit spirit. That's it. You know what I mean? The dude's got debt, but it's coming out.
He's flush, He's flush.
Payment plans.
That's gonna ice to go 3 years on the ice, but the ice is looking crisp on his neck.
And he's paying £10 a month.
Credit, everything.
Like 35 years, man.
You might ask, well, what's pay for that, man? But they won't tell you. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Like, nah, I said it. Where you got a payment plan and that shit.
Nah, that's it.
They've been facilitating people to be able to do these things. Clear pay. What's the other one?
Pay by free.
Pay free.
Yeah, that's by design. You know, having people buying shit that they
It's
can't
like
really
about
afford.
Yeah.
look
They're
up to the
furthering that
Wi-Fi.
whole debt system.
Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she also it's looking
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Well, that's the
I mean, I'll do it, I'll do it.
He laid it himself with sticks,
Yeah, that's it.
It's all about debt, isn't it?
Yeah,
But that's all gonna burst.
It's
burst
destroying the system,
It's
the
destroying it.
bubbles,
Yeah, debt.
the
bubble.
fragile bubbles,
Yeah,
those illusions.
yeah. Illusions on a thread, like.
It will burst at some point. Yeah.
It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. As travail upon the
What's that? The purge.
the purge, yeah.
Those, you know what I mean?
Final destination.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Put a
final
password in.
destination. Where I look at that movie is like the angels and like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reapers,
Judgment.
like just in general life.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
that's like when people get their spirit go back to the spirit realm. You know.
Like the purge in that is just like judgment, like in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that final destination shit's real, man. That I think that, I mean, you always get rides fucking up. There was a lot just this year. In UK and America.
Yeah.
Actually, there was one in England.
People get
Yeah.
They got smoked on a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
people getting
teenage
shot
boy
too.
in Babylon jail. He fell off of that ride.
Oh yeah. That like a big Jake.
Yeah.
Like 15, but he weighed like
Yeah.
bare pounds, like.
And
His
his family
out.
just got awarded like, you know,
yeah, family got just
over
awarded
20
money.
million, something like that.
In America.
Yeah. He was like 15, but
Yeah,
he
that's
was big.
it.
He
Fell off a ride.
Right.
Fell off from the top.
Yeah.
He just had,
Remember that video we posted of the guy
Oh,
who came out of the car,
man, that was some
the
joke.
car accident, and then he flew out of the car to the electric.
And he got
cables
like
and
electrocuted in the
everything.
air. Like, this guy's car did the cartwheel, he got ejected into a power.
That's why you gotta fear Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Yeah.
When you read the scriptures, there's a lot of principles of fear, fearing the Most High, fearing the one the world calls God, because He can take your soul out and bring it to the spirit realm at any time. That's why all this proud shit, I'm in control, and all that. That's BS. You're not,
C,
because you don't even own your own soul.
Z, Y,
You
D,
know,
N,
you
S,
didn't control the way you came out the womb.
5,
You didn't control the day you came out your mom's vagina. You didn't control the face you got in you and your personality. None of that. So that just proves that we're all subject to Yahweh Hashem Shai. There's loads of scriptures on
Yeah,
that.
there's
There's
in that,
chapters, right.
there's in that scripture, remember the guy who wanted to build all the barns, and then the Lord said, thou fool, this night your soul has to come back. So it's like, the guy had all them plans. Oh yeah, I'm gonna invest in this, I'm gonna buy it, build this barn, build that barn. And that night it was time for him to get caught up, man. Yeah.
That's why you want to live your life for Yahweh Hashem Shai, because what
gotcha.
happens is
Okay.
when real shit starts happening, all of a sudden everyone wants to get spiritual. Oh, I'm on that true thing. Oh yeah, I'm on. Too late.
Got it. Yeah, I'm on.
Too late. Now you will have people that will wake up in the end and all
Yeah.
that.
11th hour.
Alright.
You know, we fuck with that. We believe in that. But
Alright.
you fakers and you fronters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick precept. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death.
Yes, so there's no pretty much any type of person that goes back to the spirit. When they get killed, final destination style, that's what happens. And you hear stories. There's a saying that your life flashes before your eyes before you die, which was supposed to do some videos on that, man. There was a video clip you sent me, and I mentioned some stuff to you, and you found some stuff you sent me and shit, and it went into that. That people's life actually flashes before.
That's crazy.
Like they've monitored the shit.
Well, they see the white light.
this guy
Was
was,
it like a white light or something?
he was a straight up atheist. He didn't even believe in the Most High.
Right.
He gave his testimony. He goes, I just woke up, all I saw was a throne. That's what
Wow.
he said. All I saw was a throne.
Yeah.
So
There's
there's
loads
loads
of-
of people from that day forward.
Wow.
Yeah,
You know?
There's
There was
videos
some-
like that out
there's
there.
some videos, man. There's some videos. There was another deep one, and it was monitoring it. It was ready, and it was like his life. It's like
Well,
you've seen.
that's
It's
not-
like,
that-
look,
that-
man, I can see myself. Like I'm telling you,
So that
this shit's
brothers,
real.
brothers have done videos on it. That song,
Oh,
Back to Life,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Back
yeah.
to Reality.
Yeah.
Brothers did videos on it. That's really a spiritual song because she basically she died and she came back to the earth basically. She went to the spirit realm and she didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
That's why in the song, what did she say? However do you want it? Basically, like whatever you want to do is your will type of thing. But she actually went to the spirit side of things. Then she came back to earth. That's where that inspiration came. Back to life. That's a bad song too. It's
I
actually,
love that song.
it's a bad song.
Certain type of-
it's actually a spiritual song.
that song, like takes just that song was just something else, man.
It's a bad
Very
song.
nostalgic motherfucking song. That.
Very, very. But see, when you didn't know you just thought it was like a dope song, but the spiritual meaning behind it, she passed and came back, so she made that song, you know.
Then she goes back to the here and
Yeah, now, yeah, that's it.
That's what she says. She's back to the here and now again.
So yeah, that's deep, man.
And then she had another one, Keep On Moving.
Yeah, keep on moving.
Them that one and Back to Life and Keep On Moving.
Probably
Yeah,
both
both,
inspired by
yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Keep on moving, don't stop by the hands of time. Click clap.
I got more than that. That's what
Why do people choose to live their lives this way and all that? I remember that stuff, man. Yeah, man.
It says, I got more than that. That's what it is. Yeah,
So that's all real, man. So lucky, bro. That's all real, though. The flash
Yeah.
before, yeah. Wow, man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's spiritual because that's what the brother was talking about. These scoffers getting judged because in that last time, all of the videos, what we've been saying for apostles and elders, that's gonna come in their minds, man. You know, people who scoffed at the mark of the beast in their last moments. Everything we've been saying about it, that judgment's gonna come if you take it. That's what's gonna happen in their brains, man. You know,
You're convicted.
convicted, pricked. You know, spiritually now. You know what I mean? They physically got the prick, you know, the mark, and the conscience is gonna be pricked. You know, before they get judged, man. I got born First Thessalonians.
Well, that's what happened when they crucified the Lord, right? After the cruise and the lightning struck and all that.
Man in the temple, right?
Shit, what we done?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's right.
This is back in First Thessalonians 5.
Okay, because the pigeon is going to hurt. And this is enough.
I saw it, I was like, where did the pigeon go from? That's wild, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is back in First Thessalonians 5 and 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
Right, so, you know, we teach every year we're teaching about geopolitics, destruction, World War III, martial law and the chip and all that, man. We ain't in that spirit of God, you know. No, we know what's going on. All y'all that ain't, like, we ain't, like, y'all gonna see, we constantly talk about this, week in, week out. Well, y'all, like, this is 225 of destruction. Y'all talking about we're gonna be here for the next 40 years or how we gonna do next plans. We're telling you that we're gonna be being upon these ships because things are happening. You know, and we bring it to life. You got government structures that have changed on planet Earth, yeah. America now. If you can go into all that, but we're just showing you stuff that's happening, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day.
The children of the light and of the day are going to be out there prophesying, teaching on the Lord's return, and this demonic beast system being destroyed. The system that's going to start pushing heavy that mark of the beast, and you know that's going to be pushed through your medical, through your digital currency, through, you know, because what that chip is it's a monitoring tag that just does everything. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Does everything.
Links everything
Links everything up, every system up together. Payment plans, medical plans, you know what I'm saying? Ideas, all that, everything is on that augmentation. That CPU housing unit of data. That centralized chip. You know what I'm saying? That global footprint. You know what I'm saying? It's with your global footprint. And you see when they keep talking all that stuff about you're polluting the earth, that's why they're gonna have you chipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why now you had the bin bags, right? Before you used to put all bin bags out, then they put a bin out, and then they said first that the only rubbish they're taking is what you can fit in that.
bin bag.
And then they said, well, then you had to split it up because if they're the recycling ones, and then they made you start recycling to feed into net zero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of them, when they thought that rubbish, it goes to them motherfuckers go to the same places.
Same place, man.
You know?
Yeah, it's true.
Bro, it's
Because I've worked in these certain companies. Trust me, man. I've done recycling and that, and they'll pay you to strip materials. They pay people to restrict materials from bin bags to make major corporations money, just metal stuff. They pay people to do that. People don't even know that.
Well, it's I remember even looking up, it's like the recycling, I think until the 2000s or maybe the 90s, it was going to China, and then China was supposedly recycling, but then like now it's like a lot of them, like it came out China stopped recycling because there wasn't any money in it, so they would just being paid to recycle. Then they'll just dump it like regular stuff, so they send it elsewhere. So it's like that whole spirit was just kind of to get people in a mindset, but then it doesn't really pay off. And then it's with that whole recycling, that whole renewable mindset, then they can push in other things on top of it. Because it's really with like, okay, then certain laws being passed, certain restrictions, then are justified, like, oh, it's for the sake of net zero or reducing carbon emissions down to this number. And then it's the big one in London especially is what's it called, not congestion charge,
Ultra emissions.
yeah, ULEZ, the ULEZ zone. That's the big one where they had it in like a small section, then in no time flat expanded it to the whole of everywhere.
Yeah.
To where it was just like, oh, now ULEZ. Then it's like, if you're not paying for that, then bro, you're fucking toast.
Yeah, and now you got it to where like it's like they're getting like Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Like remember that episode with Nosedive?
Yeah.
To the point where it's just gonna get to the point where when you roll up and you try to go somewhere, you wanna get on a plane or you wanna get in a car, or you wanna rent a car.
Like, oh.
All these cars are electric, they're all gridded and shit like that. And then
rental
that big
cars
ass,
especially,
yeah. And then that big ass Jake came. What it was, Zipcar, you got Zipcar, Uber.
Yeah.
They're centralizing all of this shit to the point where if you want to go anywhere, they already got carpool sharing. You know what I mean? If you want to get an Uber now, you can share a car with somebody else, some stranger you don't even know. You know, they're basically turning it all into one system to the point where like you can't really get in these things unless you. It's gonna get to the point where you got that social credit social credit score. You know what I mean? And when in that episode Nosedive in Black Mirror, that big ass Jake came and said, "Look, man, like you ain't got enough credit to get on this plane." Basically, that she was like spreading profanity because she didn't have the credits to get on the plane because she was cursing out. Her rating went down even more. And the geezer with the gun, he said, "Look, man, like now you're on double damage." Like basically, he put her on double damage so people can mark you down just for using profanity. So it's like that neighborhood watch spirit. I mean, come on, man. This shit is getting ridiculous to the point where, hey, like you can see that happening over here in the UK easily. You know, to the point where neighborhoods are just snitching on each other, like what they did in the lockdowns. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood, they had that.
It was like with parties
even
and whatnot.
even on the underground, they got to see it, say it, sort it. See it, if it doesn't look right, report it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
And your spiritual way, it showed you that as well. It got cancelled back in 2022. But remember, PayPal temporarily had a policy where if you spread misinformation, you get fined
Yeah, you can't
$2,500.
make money.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
And then it was a big thing. It was a big thing. And then PayPal had to take it off. But that gives you to this insight into the system, which they eventually won. Where if your opinions go against the norm, you get fined, man. It shows you what it's going to be.
Well, there's people in the UK that had their banks closed down with no explanation.
Yeah.
I think it was Lawyers TSB. There was a guy, because he shared something on Twitter about supporting Russia at the time, at the height of what was happening. They didn't just shut his account down.
Yeah.
No explanation. He kept writing them letters, asking for, why is my account shut down? Where's my money?
Yeah.
And they didn't even write him back. He
Yeah.
went to the papers, he blew it up, and he still didn't get back to him.
Yeah,
I think it happened to 3 people in the UK.
yeah.
So they got the power to do that to people and get away with it.
Same thing happened to Ye.
Oh, yeah.
That was the big one.
You know?
Because that was his views on Amalek.
Yeah, exactly.
West.
Yeah.
Remember, he was coming out saying they're not the people. And
Yeah.
They shut him down, and I think from a billionaire, they took like a lot of money off him. He went from a billionaire to basically like a millionaire
Yeah, millionaire.
overnight.
300 mil,
300 mil.
Yeah,
They took from him. It's a lot of money because he was a billionaire.
Yeah.
They did that based on his views, isn't it?
So that just shows you that mark is just consummation of the slavery. You take that chip, you're just a slave completely to the system, man.
Yeah.
To the beast.
Yeah, I'll go quick, pretty soon. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11.
Yeah.
Lest Satan's spirit. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Even where I work at, there's a guy. These people are ignorant to Satan's devices. They don't understand nothing. There's a guy and he's basically putting a deposit down to get a Tesla, electric Tesla, because obviously everything's becoming electric. So he's getting a Tesla. So before you get it, the Tesla, you already have to get this this RFID card, which is like basically the card you use to charge the car. Basically, you get it before you get the car. I was like, what? He said, yes, RFID tech. He was all happy to tell me he's already got it. Like, obviously, he's going to probably get the car months later, but he's already setting it up and everything. So he's got the RFID card. So I said, these people are all ready for the shit, man. They're ready. He's like, cool kind of guy, but he's in the world. But the funny thing is, that's like the movie that they showed you, Leave the World Behind. What was all the cars that was crashing when the other countries was attacking America? It was all the Teslas.
Yeah, the Teslas.
Remember when other countries was attacking?
Yeah.
When they did the digital attacks, cyber attacks?
Yeah.
All the electric cars was all on the motorway. Crashed up.
Yeah.
Look, man, the Queen, the royal family, you see the Queen, she doesn't have a license or that, but when she was around, you know what she drive in her palaces? She drive the big ass Land Rovers, the one that guzzle with petrol. She just fuck about, they let them, them old ones that last forever, but they're filled them with petrol, they can be on mountains all day. They don't mess with electric cars, that's for Goyim, man.
Yeah, all of you
You all this shit, man.
car brands, the top latest cars are all electric.
All electric,
All electric, man. The latest models of their cars, all electric. They're forcing people to go
Digital.
electric.
Yeah.
When people when I got the first build, the electric.
Yeah.
Even the flyest looking ones. The flyest looking new cars.
Are electric.
They're electric, man.
Yeah.
Look at it like, oh, that looks fine.
No.
Then you find, oh, it's electric.
Yeah. Which them cars are far easier to control. Like even for me, when I work in a forklift environment, and that environment, our trucks have changed from being petrol to like electric, and they can ping a signal to your truck to make it slow down to a certain speed. So you can be speeding, your gas in the pedal. It hits the signal and just slows down to the speed on the site. So if that's happening on a forklift, just imagine like an electric car that's a human, a computer on wheels. You know what I mean?
Shut it down when you want.
Shut it down, do anything you want.
That's all the Internet of Things.
And then,
That's right.
like, well, there was, what was that movie? The Deception or one of them. Just one of them movies, the woman was in a car and they took her out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what movie it was, but that
Even
place, That's where it gets.
Upload, didn't it?
That's what.
Yeah,
upgrade.
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 Yeah,
Upgrade.
Electric cars was doing this.
All
They
of
just
that.
killed her.
Yeah.
Just killed her.
So they got the chip in there.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
the chip's about.
Yeah.
So you can't rebel.
Yeah.
That's why in the
Yeah.
movies, the people that are rebellious, they're living on the ground.
Yeah.
They look like they ain't got shit.
Demolition Man.
That's
Yeah.
the demolition man sort of
Even,
thinking about.
you know, I remember
Just so you can be chipped and you can,
yeah.
like she got wigged in the car.
She got wigged. She got
You
wigged.
can't escape.
She's trying.
You got it, bro.
What was it the Tom Cruise one?
iRobot.
No. It was
Not
2014.
Elysium.
Not Elysium. It was
Tom Cruise.
I listened to the soundtrack for it. I can't even. Let me one sec.
Well, it was Equilibrium I was thinking about.
That one's hard as well. Oblivion.
Oblivion. Okay.
Because that one, yeah, that one was like 2014. Because that one was like,
Yeah.
it was all the guys that were like trying to rebel against the system. They were completely underground. It was not Lawrence Fishburne. What's his name? The other one, the one that played God in Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he was like leading the rebels. They were all completely underground, off the grid. But then, because it was like chipped, because Tom Cruise was chipped up, the way you saw them was like as like creatures or monsters or whatever. But it was like they were all underground trying to come against a system that was controlled by the AI.
Oh yeah, so these thought they were the thing he had in him made them look
Yeah,
bad and
like
yeah,
demons, yeah, or something like that. Because I remember it was like up until a certain point, they was like demons. Then you just saw it was like, oh, it's Lawrence. It was thingy, Morgan Freeman. It was like, oh, wait, why is he talking like a normal person? But then that's they put in the movies where they'll have that kind of, you know, it's once you're in the system, it's like then you're favored within the system. But then as soon as you go out of it, then, you know, you're a rebel element. And then you're kind of like, you're marked. And that's really how it is with, because with like these like all-made cars and whatnot as well, it's funny because even with the auto driving system, they were saying there's an issue with like training it where it can't like it might recognize a danger sign up to a point, but then it will start to run them over. Then it won't even realize there's like a person there and just keep going.
Yeah.
And then like that was a big part of the issue because there was a few deaths that happened. And then that was why the deaths happened because it was like, oh, it was an issue. Slow down. They'll run them over. But just keep going.
Which Elon and them are loving that.
Yeah.
They call the technology summoning the demon.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah.
Then when he was in England with Rishi Sunak and them, Rishi Sunak actually interviewed this geezer. And he went, it's a genie. We might say magic genie, but rubbing a genie. I watched it with my own eyes, I seen it. He said that. He said some other. Then he kept saying spooky shit. He went, right. You know, they couldn't know what to do. Because it was Brit, you know, UK. So, you know what the UK is like, right? Stiff, it's very formulated. She started saying genies and magic, and it was like, Rishi Sunak went, right. Watch it, you see it. Then he tried to bring it back normal, and then Elon kept bringing it spooky. Because he said, he basically was saying, the whole thing was about Rishi Sunak saying, because he said, well, I'm fascinated, so we need to bring in laws for AI. And he kept saying, well, you know, you can have a personal AI in your house, a personal genie. And then he was like, okay, right, you know what to do. And even on them cars, right, they've been testing them autonomous cars in like Milton Keynes and these kind of places. And autonomous buses in the UK. You know what I'm saying? That they've been testing it out. And then that movie Leave the World Behind, they showed you how those things are going to malfunction.
But you know what? Years back, bro, I'll never forget this.
They're going to malfunction, man.
Hey, brother.
And another thing, there was a quote that there was a man. What was this guy now? There was a quote. There was certainly said there was another quote thing that piece of information that comes to my head of one of the things you're saying. I don't know if it was to do with the Keanu Reeves thing, but kind of slipped my jigger like
I remember when they first brought in these electric buses, the red buses. When they done away with the old one and they started bringing in the new electric ones, that because these ones today are electric, they're like hybrid ones and that, bit petrol, bit electric. But when they first bought one, I remember when they first trial run it, somewhere in West London, one of the buses just done its own thing, and I couldn't control it, and it went from like 30 to 40 to 50. It was just down, and the guy was he was crashing everywhere, like in West London, and because they released footage of it on the Daily News, said yeah, the bus malfunctioned. I said they done that on purpose, man.
Yeah.
So they showed you they can control it. The driver was going, like the driver was like trying his best to control it. It was just ramming through everyone. Going rogue, bro.
Yeah,
and that was like rush hour.
Yeah, it was.
So like those things are controlled, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
You're making a society that's going electric, and one of the biggest threats is cyber attacks. They're talking about cyber attacks from Russia and this and that.
Yeah.
Well, bro, it's like today, early on today. Well, I say yesterday, I guess. What the U.S. Treasury got hacked by China. That's what they were coming out saying. So it's like with that, I'm like, bro, it's if the U.S. Treasury is getting hacked,
And everything.
like what? That means
There's
everything.
no hope for nothing else, bro.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How's your local Wi-Fi in your house?
Yeah.
And I could come in there and do whatever.
Yeah, and that proves the chip is the final piece. Because they've already got a system where everything's linked. So if you have a chip, you're a slave. Like you are ingrained to the system. Because now, like, if you go past a lamppost, you can pick a signal. If you go into a Tesla, you know,
kill this guy. He's talking shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then the fucking some next, some Tesla's just gonna go.
Yeah.
Take you out, man.
Yeah.
You got a precept.
I've got a precept. Ephesians 5:15.
Yeah.
See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
And this, everything we say is going to become the norms. You know that they're saying the new norms, the lockdowns and that. That's the saying that they push through the World Health Organization, the new norms, and it's still that's what they said. See, these top bankers, international bankers, they before anything goes into government, for you fucking poor ass politicians, it's up with them guys, right? The elites, right? And they push for societal new norms. The digital age, the information age, that's what they're pushing. They've said that out of their own mouth. We've done videos on this, right? Now there was another in the Black Mirror. You made a point, right? There was a similar point in that, where it was in one episode where it was the army. I think they were going to the Middle East. I don't know where they were at. But the people that they was fighting looked like demons.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It was season 3.
Right, so they were just like, so I've got to go back and watch that one. But all I remember is
The guys were chipped.
they were chips.
Yeah, the chip, man.
So what they were seeing, because of that chip,
It was different from
from what was actually in front of them.
Yeah.
So now that's war propaganda, because that's what they do with all the wars. When they did the war on terror, right. So when the American Hell's Angels, devils, went over to the Middle East, they're bombing women and children.
Yeah.
Because in their head, smoker. Now that was all after 9/11 thing, which we don't really go into. But that was all set up. That was all government program, because there was information that come out that said the Rothschilds, Rockefellers were watching the 9/11 building go down. There was information on it. This is the kind of war propaganda they've done in every war you can think of. The Germany thing. That dude, Hitler was like part of. He was a Rothschild. Then you get the videos get cancelled. But even other wars, any war, it's called war propaganda. They admitted that they did that in England. And then you used to have the one with the point. War propaganda is
we need you, whatever.
The country needs you.
Uncle Sam needs you.
And then the British, when I said they admitted that it was that's what it was, to get people to sign up to the army. Now, a lot of people that was in World War I, World War II, shell shock, devastated. You watch the videos, man.
Terrible. Terrible.
all
Like,
messed up.
it's like they're in another dimension.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just watch the videos of God. The horrors of war are real.
Mm.
So that same mentality, so Esau, that's a war tactic, propaganda,
Yeah.
false flag. So that same spirit is the same spirit you're gonna have with people that have got chipped. They're gonna look at people that ain't chipped in that same spirit.
Yeah.
And the whole system, if you're not chipped, that's how they're gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is what the whole thing's about, man. That's why it's a test for everybody on the planet to not get chipped.
Precept.
Yeah, man.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, so even in the movie Equilibrium, in the cities everyone was chipped. When you was after group, you could be not chipped. I think there was a show called Priest that had the same thing. You had these big cities and all that, but you're the Africa like, you know, and you're out there, you know, and you always see there's hardly any food, there's scavengers, there's like warriors and shit, but you know, that's how it is, that's how, but they actually want everybody chipped, so they're saying that you don't get chipped. Now you know that shows you, the whole Judge Dredd thing, that showed the Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
I used to read the comics of that, I used to have them, I used to
Yeah, I
read
used
them.
to have a comic of that as well.
I used to, yeah. And when you read them things, it was all about taking out people that weren't chipped.
Anyone that wasn't like completely at one with the system,
Right.
like man would just go down there, take them out.
So this is what their plans are. Now you know what? To bring it up to speed, up to reality for you people that don't know what's happening here. Donald Doom Trump. Right? And Elon with his technological AI boys. That's the perfect way to set that up. Because you're gonna justify it because we need our borders closed.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna want Uzu, get him out, get him checked. Y'all don't know you've set your own trap.
Yeah.
You know, bro, I got a quick quote.
Bring it.
A quote on propaganda from Adolf Hitler, but it's a good quote. It said, through clever and constant application of propaganda, people can be made to see paradise as hell, and also the other way round, to consider the most wretched sort of life as paradise. You know what I mean? So,
Like today,
yeah.
you know, you shall, Elon Musk, Klaus Schwab, he said, you shall own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
That's like now, people really, even now, as much as all this technology is here, we really live in a time where people are fucked up, they're in debt, some people don't have anything, really.
Yeah.
You know, you're living check to check, people are fucked up, but they made this reality like it's good.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, even with all these goodies that you can get through these debts, it's really burdens.
Yeah.
So they made it look like the reality, the things you can get in the system, like as if it's good. Yeah,
It's good.
but really, it's fucked. Because even I was looking at some information that in the 60s, people could buy their houses. You know, like regular working nurses and stuff. And that's, basically, you might not have got paid more than what people get paid today, but the standard of living was better. Now you can't even afford. Like now, it's like they're saying for housing, it's like someone on a certain level of wages, has to pay 20 times more to even get a house in certain areas.
Yeah,
So it's impossible.
20 years, 30 years to be able to buy a house.
Yeah, so that goes into what the brother was reading. Basically, they've crushed the society, but really giving you this illusion that that is good.
Yeah.
But we're really living in oppression. People, our grandparents, in a way, had it better.
Yeah.
Because they, even though it was a fucked up society, they could actually, with their earnings, they could do things. They could actually have a standard of
It's
living.
like you be dealing with racism.
Yeah.
And it's like, even if you're dealing with, like, it's like if 10 years down the line, you got a house, you got a car, you got a certain things.
Yeah.
Like now you're going to be in debt.
Yeah.
Like you dream of getting a house. You got, you be thinking
It's
like
impossible.
23 more years
Yeah.
of like paying it off, and then like the rate can just get ratcheted up, and then you're fucked.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to a lot of landlords.
Yeah,
When the Bank of England put that rate up,
Bro,
people are crying, man.
destitute, bro. Destroyed.
Landlords are hurt, man, and it's affecting everyone. Tenants, landlords, housing.
Yeah.
And that's what they want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, bro.
No, I was gonna say that's what they want. Like that's like order of chaos.
Order of chaos.
They want people like they want their people's backs against the wall.
Yeah.
They want people like scraping, scraping for pennies.
Yeah.
They want people's backs against the wall to the point where they're just pitting, working class against the middle class or upper class against each other. Wokeism against, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're pitting one group against another, which really ultimately is biblical prophecy. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's 2 Corinthians 15, man. But obviously they want that because of order of chaos.
I
They
remember,
want to bring the crisis with the problem, reaction, solution.
I remember when Apostle made a point about when the Vicky Venom happened. He said that the middle class were more resilient than the elite thought that they would be. Before they could squeeze them out of it, but there was a resilience going on, So they're gonna have to do more things.
Well, now
that's
sorry, go on.
it's thinking with like the inflation that came post, C19, you basically had to squeeze non-stop on the middle class, to where all that kind of lifestyle has just been completely destroyed.
Mums and pops.
All the abilities to make money, all the kind of like sustenance, all the little goodies that you would have had on top of just like getting by, that's all kind of gone. And now they're basically on the same level as like up,
As someone on a lower class than them. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
I got a scripture. Sirach, not Sirach, 2 Corinthians 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then,
Well, that's like those like was going into those. You can get the finest whips now in debt. That's the victuals.
Yeah.
You can actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can actually, but really that doesn't mean anything. You can get these expensive things, but then it's like it's in debt. It's like you don't even own it.
You go around, everybody's pushing new plates.
That's what I'm saying.
What's the big deal?
But I remember it used to be like, I remember probably in the 90s to 2000, someone with a fresh plate, I was like, wow. I was like 10, my big head. I was like, wow.
But you know what?
Block.
Do you know what? Where the go on, mate, sorry. You know what the joint thing is with that? That's what I said. Victuals shall be so cheap on the earth. Yeah? But you see, with that, going back to like the 60s, those people actually, with their lifestyle, or they could actually buy the things that they needed.
Amazing.
Yeah, like now you can't do that. It doesn't matter about if you got the nice expensive car. It's like you think you're in good case because of that, but you don't actually own anything. People before they might not have had these brand new Mercedes, but they could. That's why all them old Windrush generation, most of those people worked hard and bought those houses in Peckham, Brixton. They own them 3-story fucking palaces basically. They own them. A lot of your brothers can tell you their grandparents, things like that.
And that's why the whole system's now being constructed to squeeze them out of that land.
They don't want
gentrification. That's why you got all these things happening.
They're trying to buy them out.
Because why? It's like they're trying to make, London's going to be inside the M25. That's all going to be, MLTB land.
like that's that what's it, Hunger Games spirit.
That one, what's it? District 12. That's going to be District 12 up.
So it's an illusion because the victuals shall be so cheap on the earth. It's like an illusion. It's making people think it's all good, but what? Because you can get a new plate.
And it's cheap now in comparison to what's about to be when you got that severe inflation, when you got hyperinflation, like in Nazi Germany, where things got so bad, like when people go into a restaurant, they would have to sit like taking the price and what they're gonna pay in the meal, because once you're eating the meal, it might skyrocket
In that moment, the price of steak went up.
And like back then, it actually got more profitable to burn notes as fuel than actually to heat it.
It's what happened in Venezuela not too long ago.
Venezuela.
People were getting stacked wheelbarrows of money to get like some chicken.
That's how it was. That's like hyperinflation. When the currency is so devalued, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? But go ahead, bro.
It says It says, they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Even that speaks on famine. Like you know now everything's quick takeaway. You know, you
Just eat.
Uber Eats, this eat, that eat, DoorDash, door. You know what I mean? It's just
The Lord's done that.
yeah, that's it.
It's like your
The Lord's
doorstep.
done that.
Everything's at a finger's reach. Where I can order Mexican food right now, Pakistani food, I can make it all happen. And guess what? A time period of cannibalism is coming back. Cannibalism is coming back.
So when that all comes to a halt now, what?
Huh?
They're gonna go crazy.
Oh.
What you mean I can't order Mexican? You know what I mean? All of a
Yeah.
sudden you can't go on the apps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you got the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The CHIP.
Mm-hmm.
Because they be pushing this digital ID now for the 2025. They be pushing it heavy
Mm-hmm.
to the point where now you can't order drinks in pubs, clubs, bars. You can't do these things.
It's funny because in the UK, I remember before it used to be able to just, it used to be a thing. It used to just be.
Eastern boys,
Pet Shop Boys.
the Western girls.
Yeah, Western girls.
It was on a certain note until he ended. You know what I mean? He's saying
Lake Geneva.
to Finland station. Sometimes you're better off dead. But when he gets to the bars, he goes for a dive bar. Is he checking this into it? When he gets to that bar part, he switches up the whole thing. He slows it down. Everything. You're right. So he does.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, bro, it's with the bars. It used to be you just show the ID. But then what, from like maybe like 2018, 2019, it was a whole system of like scanning it in, checking it against a system. You have to be like a certain kind of certified ID. Then we'll have like a little picture come up, picture take of it as you're going in. So they've kind of put that in, and that's become standard. The thing is like for the for the man in their 50s, they'll just be like, you're the blood clot. But then for the younger man,
That's not their generation. They're not.
yeah. But then the younger man, that's the normal.
It's normal,
And then going forward, they don't be
well,
like,
even with them lockdowns, man, like, let's be real, they kill a lot of people. They bank on people dying that can't get in with that.
deal with the new system.
Or even with the Vicky
So for me, A is
Evangelism.
like they just don't even. They know you're gonna crash out anyway. You're gonna knock out. They don't care about that. So you're trying to get the youth. It's always about the youth.
That's true. With the Crown Vicky, they took out a lot of people. So they took out a lot of elderly as well. Because they were like some of the most susceptible to the illnesses. As soon as the elderly got ill,
insane numbers.
oh my God, as soon as the elderly people of age got ill and they went up into them hospitals, they weren't coming out.
They were getting taken out.
They were just getting taken out.
Yeah.
That's like, they were culling them.
wig.
They were sweeping them away.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 13, and I'll start from 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to
But
do.
brothers are going in. I just want to say to this year, through the Spirit, man. This is going to be like. I ain't gonna say it's going to be the year, but fuck it, this is going to be the year. I'm just going to put it like that. I ain't saying this. I'm just saying that. Through the Spirit, like you just what they're pushing, what they've got in place. It's a high year for these prophecies, bro. Like this AI shit, the AI government.
Yeah, come on, man.
I was just looking at my phone. I was actually just checking the document of AI because I check certain things. There's AI government documents and all this, like official documents.
From AI.
Right, it's talking about AI government. There's all sorts of shit going on for this year, man. There's predictive program. There's all sorts of shit. But there's things in there. There's documents. Don't go through the Spirit. Through the week, I probably check. But there's stuff going on.
This shit is like Terminator, bro. Like for real, it's actually the real life. Because in Terminator, what was the premise of the movie? obviously it ended a nuclear war, but the premise was the machines took over man.
Yeah, Skynet.
Skynet got too advanced.
Yeah.
Basically, that's happening now.
It's like the Matrix as well, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
they kind of, you know, it's really
That's
an
why-
animation
that's why-
thing going into.
So that, bro, that's why, going back to what I said with them, in the UK, government sat down with them. They brought, Google it, they brought down fucking Elon Musk in front of the whole British government, bro. This is when Rishi Sunak, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And all the different parties, it didn't matter what party was involved, they were just sort of sitting there, just, there was bankers, well, you know, because you got bankers that are plants in the government, like goldsmiths, a lot of people. Them guys are Rothschilds, them guys are married in the Rothschilds and goldsmiths. And if you check him out, he's just on the news, like, he just acts like a normal guy, just an investor. These are these are elites.
Yeah, that's it.
And they're part of the government. They'll be in the crowd, so just sitting there and shit, if they're in the crowd. But I was watching it, and they was asking, they had Rishna, because he was a major puppet, like them all. And he was alright puppet.
He did work.
You know, speak, right?
Even back in C19, he did work as well.
Right, he was putting it in.
Yeah.
Because he used to always talk like this, right? And
Yeah.
you know, and then he remember he used to draw I'll show brothers, he had his own YouTube channel. And he used to like draw on the clipboard.
Whiteboard kind of thing, yeah.
Oh, Rishi.
Yeah, Rishi.
Yeah, I remember that. He's
No,
a
this is
man.
crazy. You go like, right, so 25%, and then dot it and circle it, man. It's like he's making
He
it believe in what he's
fucking knew
saying.
what was going on, like, yeah.
Now he interviewed Elon Musk, man. Can you believe what's going on with this?
Yeah.
And they said, well, you know, AI is coming in, it's inevitable. So what can you tell us? How? Because we need the right, we've got the powers to put the laws in, so we know we're gonna have to do that. So just tell us what we have to do. You said I was talking.
Yeah.
Because basically what they were telling that is AI is coming in, and they're gonna legislate it. So it's normal part of the system. They're talking about robots and drones, deaf bots and shit, and personal bots. All that was in there. He said, well, you're going to have your personal robot in your house.
Yep.
He went into all of that. So this is what they're talking about in your fucking government. You can't get over this, bro. We've done videos and this, and it's skating over a lot of your heads. But you're done now. It's over. We got the fucking
You know,
truth,
it's
man.
coming to reality.
Oh yeah. Quick article, if I may, right? This is from the first post, right? It says, after Germany, Elon Musk turns to the UK to prop far-right Nigel Farage against Starmer. And he's been touted as the weakest PM ever at the moment.
Yeah.
It says, after bankrolling Donald Trump's election in the US, promising to oust Justin Trudeau in Canada, and endorsing far-right AFD in Germany, billionaire Elon Musk has geared its regime change juggernaut towards the UK. In the UK, the world's richest person, Musk, has made it clear that he supports far-right party reform, UK, and its leader Nigel Farage.
Inside joke.
over Prime Minister.
UK.
And what have they had over here recently with this whole Tony Robinson thing? You know, in response to this whole so-called immigrant crisis, everyone taking to the streets.
Yeah.
Everyone empathizes with it at the moment. You know, we're being overrun. UK is not the UK anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're welcoming this. You know, this influx or this cash injection from Elon Musk, right?
It's all part of it.
It's all part of it. It says earlier this month, Musk met Farage, a longtime friend and supporter of Trump, alright, at a Mar-a-Lago, and they entered into talks for Musk donating potentially to the tune of $100 million to reform UK.
Yeah. Reform it to what?
You know?
The digital world, man.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
And the thing is, even now, if you've seen on the news recently, there's been a lot of like just random attacks and stuff happening. Like, but it's not on the mainstream media. It is, but they're not pumping it on you. But you've seen it. There's attacks here and there, and guess what? They blame it on instantly. Migrants.
Yeah.
Like, there was one yesterday with like a white-looking brother, and the first thing they're saying is, how they get let in without papers, all the comments.
Yeah.
So that's part of
yeah,
it.
that's
How they,
every event that happens.
yeah.
Like
a migrant.
it was in the US. It started in the US when they were doing that. When anything happens,
Yeah.
it's just why they don't say race.
Yeah, yeah.
But then now it's just like anyone comes in, they just say, oh no, it's a this, it's a that, it's a migrant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you remember last week there was a lady that got burnt in New York
Yeah.
by
That
a
was bad.
migrant?
Yeah, just,
You see a picture of
the
it. Yeah.
yeah.
And she was in the train station getting burnt.
That was a set. That
I
was
was
a set
like,
up, man.
Bro, I was like, she got burned to a crisp. Like, what the hell? How's that
Someone
even
just
happen,
standing there,
bro?
just
Innit?
alright,
She's
calm
like,
down, have a sip of that
ooh,
coffee.
I'm like, bro, no one's gonna just like, what are you
It's
talking
cap.
about?
But then that ties into what we're saying though, about the migrants.
Yeah.
But then it ties into the scripture that says how these people are going to be deceived into taking that mark as well, because they don't see the mark as a way of salvation, to like stop all their issues and stop the problem. It's going to make us all safer, and then they're going to walk right into that snare.
Track it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But even Handmaid's Tale, I was talking with a brother the other day,
Yesterday.
and I was shot. I said, look, listen, man. I said,
You know what I was saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was kind of getting on that seventh. I was getting on them women because they get locked down on it. But it's not really. It's deeper than that.
It's deeper than that, 'cause
Handmaid's
it's
Tale.
about
It's like
birth control.
first, yeah, it's just like
To all the people that, because that's what they do. That's what's part of the New World Order agenda. Biological attack to target
The women
the
can't have
birth.
kids and that.
birth. So what the excuse was in the series when they make, because the movies are, but I can't remember. But basically, what happened was they had to grab the whole woman that could give birth. They said, "Well, you got to be in slavery because women have been going off. Women basically, because of the promiscuity and all that, the birth rates are fucked. And no one's gonna have kids. So basically, people were like, well, what do you want? You can see Trump pushing that kind of spirit.
Definitely.
But the whole New World Order side of that is that's how they got able to bring in to lower. They don't want that. Even through them vindictive venomous shots, that fucked up birth rates.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So they were saying that you don't even know later on what effect that's going to have on all sorts of stories come out.
Yeah.
So that's part of the New World Order plan. Even through the Georgia Guidestones that just mysteriously got blew up and all that.
exploded.
Mysteriously just disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened with that, man?
It
You know what I'm
was
saying?
like
What-
a decade
right.
or something, and it just got blown the
Then all of
fuck
a
up.
sudden it just disappeared. When we're in this period of the New World Order, the shit just disappeared, man. What's up with that? Right? So that's when they will destroy the birth rates. And that's part of the New World Order, part of depopulation, control. So then, even now, the double entendre, right, is when you get the excuse to bring in and say, well, you guys were promiscuous, you fucked up. They could do it.
Yeah.
We gotta, like, because there's no production of children, so we've gotta control this. Look what you've just done. This is what the devil does.
Yeah. Because even with that, it's like South Korea, Japan, China, they're further along, because they don't have like, the only reason like the UK, the US don't have the same rates is because migrants come in and migrants fucking have kids.
Yeah, that's the thing. See what you're saying. Even
Well, the
West
UK keeps declining.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. In America as well.
It's actually, it's the
It-
lowest.
it would be the
It's the
same.
lowest
yeah.
that it's ever been.
Statistic.
Yeah.
That says a lot. It's the
low,
lowest.
bro.
It's
Yeah.
the lowest that it's ever been.
It says it's been declining since 2010,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's a global decline.
Yeah. Because they don't have. Because the thing is, what's the narrative? Esau pushed that slowly anyway. Because even with the feminism agenda, which all fits into the New World Order anyway, we're living in the climax of it. But the feminist agenda, part of it was to what? I can do bad on myself, and then also some of them pushed it to the limit where they don't even need kids.
Listen, you said 2010. Because I checked this the other day, bro. That just sounds too modern for my life.
No, it's even before that, isn't it?
Like, that's just crazy.
It's even
Guess
before
what?
that.
I just Googled
I think it's been in decline for like the
Well,
7
come on,
years.
man. I said it's been like that.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's what I was.
off and down.
That's what I'm saying. The thing
Like,
is, we're in
everyone
the
was
climax.
just fucking until 2000.
We're in the climax of it. But the thing is, remember,
Look, it says fertility rates around the world have been gradually falling and more than halved since 1963. 63.
So that's basically and what that's a spirit anyway, because 1960s is when the truth was really being declared, and then the Lord was bringing America down. So that's all the spirit, and then you had the feminist movements coming in. You had a lot.
Yeah, that's all I remember. It's like you
Gloria Steinem, CIA, come on, man.
I could do Batman myself. You know, they don't need men to have kids. They can adopt. You know, they were doing shit like that. They will adopt foreign children, and you see that bugged out lesbians with a Cambodian kid.
Yeah.
Like, you see it.
Little balloon head.
Yeah, exactly.
Bug eye. Like
Yeah. But the joke thing is, that's all part of it. To where you have today. You know, the fertility rate has declined in the Western Empire.
Right.
Whereas these other empires, like you said, the foreign countries, they actually believe in having kids. You see Iran with like 14 children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They believe in that. Iraqi families, they have kids because they're more traditional. So this place is done, man.
It's done.
Yeah. Because the thing with it's like with those other like Japan, South Korea, China, they're following in the mold of the West.
Of the Western Empire.
They're kind of like, because even with it's like South Korea, they had the coup happen like what 3 weeks ago or whatever. But then it's like really like they're the only reason they've been put as like a so-called, you know, like cultured, like forward-thinking, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's because they've been molded by that Western mindset.
They're aligned with them.
Yeah. And it's like even with that, it's like, bro, these men were in a military dictatorship for like 30 years till the late 80s, and they only just come out. But then the West was pushing them like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. They're making things. It was the same thing with like Japan, where post World War II, they basically structured them and built them to kind of be like, okay, an aid to the West.
Yeah.
But then it's like now they've done all that. They took on the you know the image of the beast essentially,
Which they did.
and then
they're
doing
jumping
so,
away.
now they're getting all the repercussions.
That's right.
And Captain, I found it interesting that you brought the birth rates from 63, because the oral like pill, you know, these days, that started in 1960.
Because that's the best. So all this, but it's no coincidence. All of this coincided also with the truth coming out.
With the truth,
Right,
You
that's
know,
right.
because it was the Lord beginning to decline a place. So what you have today, this society today is like people look down on people that have children in this kingdom. That's how bugged out it is.
Cursed out.
You get cursed out for having
Women
that's
especially.
Esau's
Women
especially, and that's Esau's
In
doctrine.
Britain, they're like, oh, benefit streets.
Benefit street,
Yeah.
That'll be a woman with kids. Shit like that, she gets cursed out.
Cursed out.
You get cursed out.
You get more
Give them like 2-3 youths, and like
Oh,
Which is their natural nature. You're
benefits
supposed to have
drain on
kids.
the cut.
Listen, but that's the doctrine, because Esau,
So
remember,
if
the
she
wine.
doesn't do that, then she's gonna seek a career.
career, that's
Right,
it.
yeah, career driven.
And then
Yeah.
destroy
Bad
yourselves.
bitch.
So what happens
Outsource
is
system.
career
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah,
When they get up to them,
Yeah.
Like, that's the spirit.
when they
It's a
get
bitch.
to
Career beach.
when they're in their late 30s,
yeah.
40s, all of a sudden they're talking about, you know, I just want somebody that
Yeah.
I can
They need a companion.
Yeah, they hit the wall.
And
Which is showing you just backwards.
so they had a managerial job
Yeah,
and role.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
there's,
yes, man.
there's been Esau statistics even tell you that these CEO women that become professional bosses or whatever, they get to a point in their life where, hold on, I've reached the pinnacle of a career, but I've got no kids. And now they're like, because a woman's meant to have children in her youth, because that's when the kids are strongest. You're not supposed to have, like, a man can be 70 and still have kids, but women are supposed to have kids when they're young, not when they're fucking about to give up the spirit, like in their tubes on them. You know? because women decline.
Then you get like, because you know what I know, it's a lot of London city women, career driven, they come over for uni, studies, managerial jobs and shit. Then you got a lot of what they call the northern scums and shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people breed it up and that. But then there'll be like the
kids,
Bill,
cursed out.
Bill, Bob and Tim all fighting over each other's baby mums and all that because it's just scummy up there and shit. So check this now, but then, so it's like, because it's a trash ass culture. It's not about you get the kids, you stay with a partner and shit. It's not like that. But then check this though. If a woman does have, let's say she's got, like, back in the day, the families would have like, they could have 10 kids.
Yeah.
Man.
And it actually benefits them.
Yeah.
Right, then that would be a family tree.
Yeah.
So everybody's family tree, my granddad, you know, they've got like 10 aunts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
Or 5 5 brothers, 5 sisters, and all that. And now, right now, you have someone, you still got 1 kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might not have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
One is too much.
One's too
You
much.
know what I'm saying?
Have a preset.
You got your quick down, bro.
This is Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine.
Especially lesbians. Huh?
They stagger, but not with strong drink.
So but I gotta say this: if a female, you get enough of a female, and you might have 6 kids. You walking down the street with all your kids.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that
Oh,
passive
you actually get
aggressive,
mocked.
or that aggressive.
Yeah.
They're gonna
All
get
those
smoked,
children.
like we said.
All those children.
You're gonna get attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that happened to my own missus, man. She, her first pregnancy, she had twins, and she got heckled straight away, man, just for having 2 at once. You know what I mean? Like,
Which
getting
is a
looked at a
blessing.
certain way. You know what I'm saying? Getting looked at a
You can't
certain way.
even control that.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
like,
what
what the
you're
fuck?
talking about,
Like,
man.
you know what I mean? It's like,
But it
what the
shows you how backwards this system's got to go.
Mhm.
This is adverse to the.
Yeah.
One of the first things the Yahweh Shai said was what? You be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
You're supposed to be fruitful, man,
Right.
and multiply. That's why this kingdom's got to go down.
Yeah.
That's the mindset of people you're dealing with. You know.
Yeah, because they've worshipped the image of the beast.
Yeah.
So these motherfuckers are
Fully
pulling
subscribed.
it.
That system.
You know, you got this robot matrix box all around you. Enforces.
Yeah, it causes. Yeah, that's what they are.
You start saying Domino, Yorks and all that. Then you know these demons start popping up out of nowhere. They start spawning out of the ground. You know what I'm saying? In the UK. You know what I'm saying? They start manifesting on it. It's like, whoa. You know what
How
I'm
many you
saying?
got?
In the UK.
Bro, and the craziest thing is, from a family structure, it benefits a lady to have kids young, so that when
It's
as she
fair for
gets a bit
everyone,
kind of
yeah.
older, she's getting help from her parents and even her parents' parents.
Right.
But
You're
you
looking
don't
after
live
me.
that long anyway, so why the fuck you gonna be having kids in your 50s?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
That
saying.
don't make no
Yeah,
sense.
geriatrics.
That just is logically doesn't make no fucking
Yeah.
sense. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And then even when they be up in age now,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, oh shit, I missed out.
Oh, you missed out. You're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, bro, every blood clot one, every fucking one, they suddenly it's just like, oh, I wanted to. Bro, I was listening to a fucking TED talk, and the chick was saying like, oh yeah, I was 37, and I finally met a guy, and we sat down, and then she was talking about IVF and how she was struggling to get. I was like, well, you should have done that before you became a CEO.
Yeah. And then when your damn parents are still alive, your fucking parents can
Hell.
babysit.
Shit,
But you chose to wait till you're 99
Yeah.
to have your first son.
That career, man.
Bro, she had the first youth. Then she was like, bro, she was like fucking 42, 43,
Yeah,
something. Then was like, I want another one. And then the second one, she was going through hell to get. I was like, well, what do you expect?
But you know what? Those same women. It's lucky we're getting read scripture. Those same women, though, you know, that thing of this system is what that creates as well is like one night stand culture.
Yeah.
So those same women, they still need to get their end off, but they just, you know, they're gonna take the pill. They're gonna, you know, let random dudes hit it every other month.
STDs.
The STDs, thank you very much. STDs, it's all confusion.
Hookup culture.
But they want the fun that comes with it, but they don't want the actual children and that.
Yeah, just pure
I'm
pleasure.
still
like.
chasing my CEO career.
Right.
But
They say that in America, my body, my choice.
Right, exactly. But you're getting pumped out randomly every
They
weekend.
got like, see, they like that shit started in America.
Wine.
It's that
And they
pure
got,
spirit,
you know,
man.
my body. They got these acronyms too.
Yeah.
My body, my.
Yeah,
my
it's
my-
like they subscribe.
Me too. I don't know, man. There's all these movements, man. My body, mine, and this and that, and you know what I mean.
But that's why the Handmaid's Tale was funny, because in the Handmaid's Tale, bro, they had them all. Because you know, I was talking with the brother about it. The deeper levels, the fertility, but I was like kind of cursing out women and all that. But the Handmaid's Tale, remember, they had them all them women in subjection. They made them cover up, and then they made them confess to their faults, basically,
Then
making
they
them
were
know you were a hoe, you was a hoe
Yeah.
back in the old world. And when they tried to rebel, they'll cattle prod them. Remember?
Yeah.
Basically, because some of them still want to do that feminist shit, but they realize it's not way of slavery now. And Esau can do that overnight, bro.
Oh,
Esau,
yeah.
remember, because
Oh, yeah.
and even some, because it's not like the way the Lord set this society up is the women have no. They don't have to own up to anything. They can do what they want. No accountability. That's the system we live in. But Esau, before this world goes out, drastic stuff. This new world order is going to be drastic. It's going to put people in slavery.
But you know what? Yeah, fuck the women, man.
Yeah, sorry.
They're just like demons.
They're
This
demons.
world is over. They've been like, that's why the birth rates have declined. The system is rotten. These philosophies have destroyed the kingdom itself.
Yeah, the philosophy's done it out.
Like, this is like,
Yeah.
that's it. They've cooked their own kingdom. How about that? They've cooked their own kingdom. Because this ain't it. We ain't teaching that we're going to get everything straight here. We're talking about when Yahushua comes, he's going to show all these wicked systems that were prophesied in Daniel how to not live on the planet.
That's right.
And what they've done is how you don't live. When we get the kingdom, man, that we gonna show you
How to live.
how to live. You know what I'm saying?
That's
What,
right.
you know what I'm saying? All this
How to
BS that we're talking about, well, fuck it. They've had their fun, lesbian fun, pills,
Free loves.
And that's what
Make them have it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every level.
From the people, the mindset, the food, the water, like it's like what we were talking about before. It's like now you got people scared to eat bread, you're just scared to eat this fruit, that fruit.
Yeah.
It's Esau's ruining everything to every level, man.
Well,
Even down to your frying pan.
Yeah, tea bags.
Tea bags,
Now
plastics.
I saw microplastics in tea bags.
Yeah.
Man. You want to enjoy your cuppa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put the kettle on.
Well, you know what? I'm not a tea drinker, man. I put it out there.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't drink tea.
Now you said that to me. Now I'm thinking.
For real talk. That's it. That's lazy.
That's
Microplastics in tea bags.
That's what I'm saying, bro. In this kingdom, brothers, like, I can feel the energy.
Herbal tea, man. Why ain't drinking all
Yeah, herbal tea. It's really tea you meant to drink proper stuff. Ginger and all that.
coffee and all that. I don't see the point.
You're the UK. They look at it.
Right.
Yeah, put the kettle on now. And he's just sipping that microplastics. Baby.
Now you said that.
Oh, right. Then they have the Queen's parties. They got
Yeah.
the souls out.
Yeah.
Right, with the old people with cupcakes and scones and all that. Nah, man.
I'm a precept. I got precept.
Tea drinking motherfucker.
He was looking at me.
American tea drinking motherfuckers. You know, American tea and coffee drinking motherfuckers. Yes, I do.
This is Revelation.
Like, you got some of the first thing. Okay, kettle on.
That's me in the house. I
want to eat, man.
Kettle on stir.
Now you said the microplastics. I'm like,
I don't drink motherfucking tea. How about that?
I'm a precept.
Give me I'll squeeze some lemon.
Yeah, that's
garlic,
it.
and turmeric. I'll make that and I'll boil down
Some
some
herbs
ginger
and
and
everything.
shit. I ain't drinking.
Yeah, but that's what I do.
that's what
Fuck
you're
you,
doing.
tips. I don't see the point. I'll be waiting for that. What you mean rolling a tea, man?
That's
Yeah. That's got like 19 bags. I'm a precept.
Oh.
I'm a precept. This is Revelation, the 17th chapter, the 4th verse to verse 5. Right? It says, "And the woman was arrayed in purple, scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand."
That's
Cup in
Babylon.
her hand.
That's Babylon the Great. Because she,
Golden.
That's a PG tips.
Yeah, that's like PV tips. That's that microplastic. It says, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness for the king.
Yeah, that's Babylon. That teacher said everything. Filthiness of her God.
That's crazy.
I didn't even mean that.
That's crazy.
I was more. It says. It says.
Is there someone on the control? Isn't
It might be just
Yeah.
Bro.
It says. I'm not you about to make a point.
Yeah, no, it said the golden cup.
Yeah.
And then it said, what did it also say? It said the abominations.
Yeah,
So that's America.
Yeah.
So this is the breakdown of it. That's where you're going into Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
It's
That wine.
Yeah, the wine, which is spread over the world. It starts
Right,
in
that's
America
right.
because you mentioned even the Japanese, you mentioned Japan. They are under that wine heavy.
Yeah.
But even the movie The Last Samurai showed you that because they were coming out of feudal. They would doing away with samurais.
Yeah.
And basically they wanted to get away with the feudal way of life that they had. They were embracing Eastwards technology. They got that's when Japan went from rural Japan to basically industrial. To what they have today. They brought all them guns in there.
Yeah.
To what you have today. It's like them parts of the world are some of the most polluted parts of the world.
Yeah.
Southeast Asia, Japan, and the smoggy seas, and
Yeah.
they're real polluted because of what?
A big thing they had was the space race.
Yeah.
And it was about who's supposed to be like
space.
Yeah, to the
Axis
moon,
powers, all that going to the moon, and America faked it. So
Yeah,
those
right.
countries have been competing with America on that whole technological thing.
From day.
You know what
Because
I'm
they
saying?
set as the kind of benchmark.
Yeah.
Because and the thing is to fund all that is what the culture, and then what you know, you go to Japan, what's happening? The guys ain't fucking the women, the
Yeah.
women ain't fucking the men. You know, they got the women all up in the
Fertility
workplace.
rates, they do.
The fertility rates
They
are
work.
destroyed.
Their work culture is fucked over there.
Yeah.
Just work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Same thing.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Even brother was saying that to me about, Korea and that.
Yeah.
Their work culture is a
Bullshit.
mess over there.
Documentaries,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
Bro,
it
that's
is.
destitute.
So basically, they're under the Western doctrine and they're in slavery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they don't even, and the thing is, they don't even know like what the origin of that system is. They're
Esau's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's because you've
taken all that
taken
wine.
Esau shit, Esau's
That's that
wine.
wine.
You've chugged it.
Yep.
Okay.
And it says a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, and upon her forehead was a name written: Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots.
So it's
and
a mystery.
abominations of the earth.
So it's a mystery. Even now, if you say to people, the public, America is known as Babylon in the Bible, most people won't
They
believe
can't see it.
It's a mystery. But now all of a sudden, I've seen like even some black churches and stuff, they're copying our breakdowns. And you notice that about Babylon.
Yeah.
They're copying our breakdown. Oh yeah, Babylon is America and
Yeah.
this wicked society. They're kind of copying our shit now. We've been saying that for ages, the mystery.
Yeah.
That's America. That's America.
Yeah.
Babylon.
And like it's powerful because it says the mother of harlots
Yeah.
and abominations of the earth. What country has given birth to a lot of the bullshit out here?
It's America.
Whether it's the pills, like whether it's the damn
Feminism.
mindsets,
Yeah.
social media,
Yeah.
like all these Facebooks,
That's
MySpace,
stupid thing.
Twitter.
They
Where
all
did it
come out
start
of
from?
fucking Silicon
Babylon.
Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's all that tech.
Fucking the non-stick pans and shit, DuPont.
Oh,
I was watching a film last night.
Sorry, go on.
Dark Waters. You know, it shows you the whole DuPont, how the cow's teeth was going black and shit. And now it comes out that 99%, according to the stats of all living things on the planet, whether it's eagles or polar bears and people, are just, with that
Forever chemicals.
chemicals just in us.
You can't
So that's
really
why
avoid it.
the scripture says that the day's not short, no flesh will be saved, bro.
Yes.
And that's the thing why, I'm sorry, that's why I was also, even we can't even really be over righteous with
That's
shit
it,
because
that's it,
all we're
yeah.
meant to do now, not eat. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You gotta use wisdom. We're in
Yeah,
hell.
foul.
And
We're
pray.
in foul, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying that for if
Yeah,
someone's
100%.
listening.
Balance.
Balance it. So if someone's listening,
Yeah, real
you know, we're not over righteous out here. You gotta live your life still. You know, you gotta, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's going to bring that kainos, the refreshment.
So that's what we need.
Everyone's
bro.
going to get
It's needed.
refreshed.
It's
Yeah.
needed, man.
It's needed.
It's needed. Quick precept.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that have made all the earth drunken.
The earth's drunk, bro,
Mm.
of the philosophies of America, man. I mean, if you look at what comes out of
America's the main place.
Yes, the main place.
it's
It's the main place.
All
All the
creation
tribes
tree.
are there.
Yeah.
Because Europe is the dead and all. It's like it's only, even though even some of the other heathen nations, they're gonna get the rest of the dead. Like a lot of them are dead
Yeah.
compared to America. Matter of fact, like the weak say I'm strong. That's with them other nations outside of America gaining back power and rising up. That's prophecy.
It's happening now.
China, Russia, and allies, which proves America is where it was at.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to be from America. Everyone wanted to move there. It's the biggest mountain part on the planet.
Yeah.
The Golden City.
That's where everyone was at.
Yeah.
It's got Greeks over there. It's got
Every nation.
Russians,
Melting pot.
Polish.
Yeah.
Everybody you
Yeah.
think of.
Cossacks,
Yeah.
They're all over. That's the mountain. Italians.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
all
yeah.
over. Cultures.
Yeah.
Cities.
Jaffa, Phil,
Irish.
Right. Jaffa.
Germans.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Go to America.
That's
And
it.
it says the wine because the philosophy that is spread. I mean, even if you look at just generally what you see now, the media that comes out. I mean, we check it, I watch it, but it's all garbage. Everything that comes out of like the West now is just garbage. It's bullshit. It's saying nothing but negative. It's all negative.
Yeah.
That's that wine, man. It's like
And
women
you
talking
flooded
shit.
with it.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
It shows you witchcraft.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
You
it's
can't, so basically,
you can't avoid it.
Can't even
You can't-
avoid
You can't,
it.
Yeah.
don't use your brain, don't think about a lot, just
It's flicking through
Just
YouTube,
go-
Exact, innit?
you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
and it's just flooding, floods you,
Rolling.
bro.
There's no way.
That's a low vibration, man.
Yeah, it is low. It's low.
Low vibration.
You know, we just, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
But you see, it's funny because those other countries, you read the wine, and brother said that the countries are rising up. Now, for example, China, in their media, they don't push the bullshit. America, see what we get viewed here, they don't do that in China. Like their TikTok, for example, they use it as a weapon against the West. Like their TikTok promotes their people being positive. Remember, I saw something on that. Their TikTok promotes their people going like graduating and shit.
Yeah,
Whereas
they're
America's,
they that new shit, like that new world.
they don't allow it. Whereas America's TikTok, when you see it, it might even show you people in the like women in the army twerking, with military uniforms.
Bro, you go on that shit. It's like, bro, I went on Instagram, I was scrolling for the first time in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I get down to the reels, I see 2 booty shaking videos. So I was like, bro,
Yeah,
what's going on? I was like, I ain't even got any algorithm for you to work with. And the first thing you show me,
Yeah, but once you click it now, it's gonna be on the algo.
Yeah. I was like, bro, what is this, bro? I was like, I've never used this before in my life, and I'm seeing booty. But that's what like they have a whole vibration.
Yeah.
That's the thing is people are saying
That's even control all that when you go in there and it's boot shaking.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
because you see simps.
Dopamine is getting.
Simps, man.
Yeah.
Bro, that was getting cursed out, but simp, and all that.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
That's what it is, bro.
That's controlling people.
they're like, oh.
So when they go on that social media, they're just simping.
Yeah.
As soon as you go on, you know what I mean? What are you doing?
You look good.
Well, the prime
Messenger,
example.
oh, you look
You're
amazing.
oversaturated with that BS.
Or some
They're
emoji.
gonna create fingers.
Yeah. Well, prime example. Remember was that Native American tribe? Like, was it this year, last year, where
Oh, they gave
Starlink got
internet.
introduced the internet to the tribe, and within a month, the men stopped really dealing with the ladies and focus on porn, and it was just like they're just getting all bugged out.
Yeah.
They just introduced the fucking internet.
You know, they said that the North Korean troops that got like the ones that went over to help Russia.
Yeah.
They said they got hooked on porn as well. It's the same thing. So it's
Mother of harlots.
that's the super. That's the thing is like, and imagine that's like a normal
Yeah.
for like a little 10, 11, 12-year-old to be
Yeah.
fucking with, and you got grown men,
South Park.
grown military men, where they might have been blowing guys' heads out, and then they get that and they're like, "Ugh," their brain's done. Like that shows you the level of destruction that's being done through it.
Wow.
And then that's the thing is like.
But these guys are witches, right? So they know how to
Program.
program your intent, manipulate your dopamine,
Yeah.
because that's what it is. A lot of this stuff, the way they've designed clicking, it's actually a dopamine every time you scroll.
Likes. Yeah.
You're not really sitting and watching.
Scrolling on that.
It's a dopamine.
Scrolling is
It's
more
a-
the dope. Because I remember there was this is years back. This is like when I was still in the world. The guy told me like smoking is more the action of putting the cigarette to your mouth that gives the feedback than the actual breathing of the cigarette. And I was like, you know what? It might just be because it's like There's people where they drink, like if they smoke and they drink coffee.
Yeah.
If they drink a coffee, they want to smoke.
Yeah.
If they smoke, they want to drink a coffee.
After a meal, they want a cigarette.
Yeah, if after a minute, if they have like, they build the habit,
Yeah.
it's there. So I can believe it's like a thing where you might not even be thinking like, oh, you know what, I want to smoke. It's just like you do that and you're like, oh, that's it.
Well, that's why people
That's why
be
you know
vaping
that
now.
being in the truth. Like,
Yeah, vaping.
that the scriptures, like basically the scriptures talks about the laws of reward of faith, and we don't do all that. The average people in the world, they're all smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you're talking to them, just pull a cigarette out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man stops
Starts
talking
doing-
and he's just
talking
like,
about anything. You start smoking cigarettes, and you're like, right, is that any piece of stress to deal with? Just get out the box.
yeah,
In the middle of talking to you, right?
Yeah.
We don't. Joining up my feelings.
like, nah, I don't smoke. Like, sure.
The trauma de-stressor. And you know what I'm saying?
Black
Talking about anything, man. Directions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they say, yeah, sorry, man. Can you, yeah.
What's
that the name?
Like, you know this particular building? Right.
You want
Yeah. He pulls out a packet.
Right,
brings
so
out-
they start thinking, so they could.
Before he's even engaged with any thought process, he's very blasted. Like, what's, bro? It's. But then that's the thing is I remember when I was working before. It's like a guy asked me, it's like, oh, everyone was smoking weed. I was like, oh, you with me? I was like, nah. It's like, what? You don't smoke weed? He's like, oh, do you drink? I was like, yeah, I drink. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, so you do something.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, if you don't smoke, you don't drink, I don't know what to do.
That's what they said.
Yeah, bro, bro, man, but it's like, if you say, nah, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I'm like, what? You say you was I'm like, nah, but what you want? So no, but you're gonna get laid tonight. Like, what's going on, fam? Like, man's wondering, like, what? Like, how are you even gonna deal with the world, bro? But that's how the people in the world are, bro. They're blasted, bro. They're destroyed.
Yeah. A little bit more. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that have made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
And that's what's happened. The nations now are angry because of
the inebriation.
Yeah, because of the inebriation, man.
Intoxicated.
And who are they blaming? They're blaming the Western Empire. But the face of the Western Empire is Esau.
That's it.
It ain't the face of the
Born
Western
of wickedness.
Yeah, it ain't the face of this empire. Ain't Jake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're part of it, but when people think of, like, when foreigners in the depths of Thailand think of England or they think of America, who do they think about? They think about the so-called white man. So now people are angry, bro. The nations are angry. Elam's, Ishmael.
Yeah.
They're all angry, bro.
Yeah.
And then as well, with what's going on in what they call the Middle East today, with the war that's got the genocide that's happening, that's made the world even more, like, people uproar in the world, like, hold on, you just straight up killing people in front of us. Like genociding. So that's even split this whole society.
You know what, bro? I got a quick one on that. Quick verse. If you don't mind, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Obadiah, chapter 1 and 3. It said, 2. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
That's right. That's Esau. He's been made small among the heathen. That's why, like, if you can see, if you have your eye open, you can see this place, like, ain't got the power it once had.
Yeah.
America in particular, England. Well, we live in England. England ain't. These devils don't have the power that they once had.
Okay.
Even if you see their pride is really being humbled right now. Their world is coming to an end.
Yeah.
And it's funny when we see from the outside, we look at these jakes that are in this system, still trying to uphold this place. It's funny. It's like, it's not even your kingdom.
Especially, it's the Jakes in America. Like, that spirit of America is heavy on them because they just completely
can't let it
that's
go.
the only, like, wing they can go under to kind of bring themselves up. But then it's like the identity of, like, a Native American or a black or a Puerto Rican, that's tied to America. That's the only reason you get some kind of benefit from that is in the realm of America. So that's why they're just completely bought into it. Bugged.
Oh, and don't forget, man, January 20th which is not far away, is the inauguration.
Yeah.
So Trump's coming in,
Yeah.
which is we know inauguration's basically a cabal of witches basically bringing him into the seat. It's basically a ceremony.
Yeah.
So let's wait and see what happens with that too, man. Because here we believe Trump is the last man to bring this all in.
Yeah.
So
Nero himself.
Trump could basically be the one to get these buttons pressed.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He burnt
It's
down
that
Rome.
spirit.
Yeah.
It's that spirit.
And even on the mark, like what we were speaking about before, these guys that were supposed to be against the mark, they're like super on the.
Oh, do you remember Trump?
Anything
Trump says gospel.
No, but do you remember Trump's tenure when he first started? He was kind of against that stuff.
But
Like when he had his first stint as president.
But then guess what? It was on the Trump where the jabs came out.
Yeah.
It was on the Trump. You know what I mean? It was on the
So now, he could be the one to.
Yeah.
Because he got the spirit to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Master part of the cabinet.
And his support is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
I mean, especially after having creepy Sleepy Joe and all.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
He's
they
like
did
an
that
embarrassment.
Come on, man. They did that by design.
Of course
man.
they did.
So the support is like
Mike America was disgraced by Biden. Now the Trump's come back in.
disintegrating on as you sat on the throne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shaking invisible hands.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Shape up, his
Brain was
brain.
developing, bro.
That was set up to make anger people, but now they've got the right guy in.
That's right.
You know?
The whole spirit just flipped.
Yeah.
I've got a quick one. Habakkuk 2:15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken. Also, that thou mayest look on his nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The clock of the Lord Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing.
That's like spiking someone, man.
Yeah.
And then pointing at him and saying, look at him, and look at him, he's legless. That's what Esau does. That's why they calls him the accuser of thy brethren.
Baby oil.
You know what I'm saying? And he does that with all his industries. He sets up these fucking industries to fucking, for Jake to promote rap culture, gun taking, gun toting, gun killing, murdering, drug taking, all of that and whatever. That's that accuser of thy brethren spirit. Putting his bottle to that neighbor and making him drunk, and then saying, look at your people.
Bro.
That's what Esau does. That's what he's about, man.
Demonic connotation.
That's demonic, man.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you pray, you meditate.
Yeah.
So even music really meditations, you know.
Yeah.
Just things you do.
Yeah.
Like before, you do like some weeks. You might get put like a lot. It's demonic connotations.
Yeah.
Because people are so desensitized to what they're doing. If you just do something, Because no, that's not how it works.
No.
That's the thing. In the ancient world, they knew
that
there was like
legacy, destiny, all that.
But then Esau's intentionally said that's why it's like Christmas. We went through Christmas and New Year's. These things are pagan observations. These are ancient. It's not even new. It's ancient pagan observations. There's great history to what's going down.
You couldn't just do that. And when you do that now, you're actually sacrificing to a pagan ancient festival. That's what you do. You're doing that. That's what it is, and that's what you're doing. Nah, I'm just doing it. No, you are. You are.
Sacrifice. Well, that's why the scripture says, and gross darkness to people. Because these people are worshipping ancient deities and thinking it's cool with it. Christmas, babies, isn't it?
Well, that's why, you know what, man, the scripture says they hate them that rebuke them. They don't give them the truth. They don't go, you know what, So a lot of them, some of them, they believe that, they got the truth. But then they'll still hate
You're getting cut by the people.
I was going to say that, but I know that happens a lot.
And it's shopping bags for the turkey,
But then that's right. Or the hawk.
Hog.
Pins of gammon,
Shopping bags.
slicing up the gammon. He's like, look at little Timmy. But that's the thing, is Esau's, that's a big part of the modern world, is all these ancient observations that now become some kind of like, just a modern ceremony where, because Halloween's a big, like Halloween, the whole spirit of Halloween, you think like, what the hell do you want to be kids going around dressing up as ghouls and demons,
Yeah.
asking strangers trick or treat.
Yeah.
Like, what about that is in any way like that's weird as fuck.
Dressing in blood.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But now orbs are in the sky, bro. Deal with that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Deal with the orbs, bro.
Yeah.
Assassin, well, the scripture says, there's nothing new under the sun. The thing that have been is that which will be. That's in the Bible. Reincarnation
Yeah.
is in the Bible. We keep telling y'all. Y'all are going to have to do what we're saying anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard us now, you don't hear us, man. In the UK. This is the first, I gotta put that in there. This is the personal joke, man. But you know what shows that Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
That whole thing is based off
Yeah. All
the ancient stuff
Yeah.
happening in a modern setting.
Mhm.
So they'll go to the same relics and they'll activate when they get there.
Ancient wisdoms, ancient sorceries and whatnot. Yeah.
Right, so that whole Assassin's Creed is all about that. So it's true. It's just real. So if you resurrect the ancient Christmas tree, a pagan tree that they had in the forest, back in the pagan world, the ancient world, that's what you've evoked.
This whole
You've
spirit.
evoked that, you've just evoked that,
Wow. Yeah.
right?
Nah, it's
You
just a
take
trait.
that and stick it in your front room. And if your kids
You
like,
start-
ah!
You start teaching philosophies on the Sumerians, now you've just evoked ancient Babylonians. You're nothing but a Babylonian. You're Sumerians, Babylonians.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's why I call it Egyptology. What happened, you know, all the guys that were going and researching it, they were getting into all those forms of mysticism. And that's the thing. And that's like, they were aware, they were up on one. But then in the modern age now, people aren't even aware it's a form of mysticism.
Yeah.
They think, oh, Christmas is just, oh, it's just Christmas. The Olympics is just the Olympics. There's, you know, you might have some people like out in Scotland that know like, oh, they'll do a Beltane, they'll do a Samhain, they'll do a whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll kind of know what it's about. So then how many people actually are here knowing, oh, we're reverencing ancient gods?
Yeah.
And that's just on the big higher level ones.
Yeah.
Even within Esau's system, there's all kind of like, you know, getting a degree.
Yeah.
Well, how many people know what them degrees go into?
A degree. I remember this one dude, man. In the Midlands, man, this geezer, man. And this dude, he was a mason and shit, and I remember, you know, young, you doing certain courses and shit, man. And this dude, he's like, yo, he was pulling Jake's in, trying to put him in, and said, look, man, get you a degree. He said it all spooky like that. Because he's basically saying, until you get on them degrees,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
on levels.
Like, then we can start.
Yeah.
Right, because he was Jake's from the streets and shit. But I remember him saying, a degree. Like, this was a side, this wasn't even in the class. You know what I'm saying? Because he had Dawn, he was like trying to hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he wanted them to get, he wanted them on paper, start getting them degree.
Yeah.
And then it could be justified. That's when they start getting, okay, when you're doing this, you're doing that. Then we can send you this allowance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he does that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Scripture on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 1:19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise.
Why do you think it's called a master's degree? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. A degree is crazy.
A degree.
A degree is crazy.
Some dark energy coming out.
After a while, you just say,
Right, degrees. That's masonry, man. They got their degrees. They got the square and compass. It's all about degrees. That's it. It's just not. Well, what degrees? Are you right? Let's get that.
Yeah. But it shows you that.
They want to just know what the degrees are.
Yeah. You know,
Degrees is crazy.
Well, you know what proves that? Because when there's some of us brothers who've been in institutions, you just be in a lecture and then these concepts are coming out. You're like, hold on. Like these wicked, like freaked out concepts be coming out. You're like, what? I wasn't studying
I've
this.
got 30 degrees.
Bare degrees, like.
That's what they do?
I have a preset.
Because that's even the lot, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
30 degrees. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. This is, you just made me think of that.
Yeah. No, it is.
One of them baby college boys. I've got my master's degree. You know that.
Yeah.
Pop it, upstart Mason, man.
He comes out with a whole new spirit after uni, like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is a lot of them you see them where they get into they'll get their
Turned out by uni, man.
yeah, they'll go work in certain companies.
Yeah.
Then they'll just be like, yeah, they're drained, bro.
Drained, man.
They're drained.
Like a whole new person.
That's crazy. Train is crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. I'm preset. Yeah.
Shit.
This is Nehemiah 3 and 4. Because of the multitude,
Close out.
because of the
scripture.
because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. You know, and that ties into what we're saying. There's many witchcraft, mindsets and customs that are taking place out basically every day. You know, like even that documentary when Jordan Maxwell and Eustace Mullins were talking, they said the main reason why they push the LGBT culture out here is because if you can get people to accept that, they will accept anything. Because think about it, what moral compass does a transgender got to not get chipped? A tranny is getting chipped. You know what I mean? A person, you know what I mean? Like, what moral compass have they got?
Yeah, man's.
You know what I mean?
And his rod is in a
sold out, compromised.
It's compromised.
Like, he's done, man.
But you see, that's why, like, when in the truth, you're fighting the demons, you're fighting the battle. These guys ain't doing that. They've already got. But you know, they're thinking, they're drinking coffee so it makes them feel normal and that. They get a bit convicted, so they get snapped in. You know what I'm saying? But they already gone. How gone are they?
Yeah.
How can you be that compromised, man?
You're just existing.
Yeah, like, brother.
That's off. Like something so off and just go, fuck. That's God. That's all that's God.
Build
That's demons, man.
Yeah.
That people just trying to know.
Yeah.
Home a male.
Yeah. He's gone.
You know what I'm saying? He's gone.
Like,
man.
he's getting chipped. Like,
Like, where's his
spirit?
resistance?
No moral.
He's got nothing, just
No foundation, bro.
he's just gone.
He's
No
just gone.
backbone.
You know what I mean?
No.
That's why they look like freaks, man.
Yeah.
He's got the healthy Harry, you know the shit. He's got his face. Because you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying?
He's gone, like.
Just, you know, he walked. That brain's done, bro.
Because them demons have been installed into him. You know what I mean? Like, the flashes in his brain and shit.
No.
He's done.
The panda eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
They rap when they say panda.
Yeah. Like, them demons are in there. Yeah.
That's like that deep. That's like what
That's
the
the most
industry
you should do
people
with
have to do.
fucking child trafficking and that, man.
So a lot of
Child
industry
abuse,
people
that
have to.
panda eyes is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a code for that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you see them rap
That's
stars
crazy, man.
with like even Blueface. I just thought there was
That's
like
dark,
when
that's
his
dark.
eyes was black. Yeah. But basically, it's a ritual they do where they get basically not to sound all graphic, but they get popped basically,
Yeah.
and it targets something in the spinal cord.
Yeah,
and makes
yeah.
their eyes blacken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And flash
Dark.
Just so start their eyes because they've been trauma.
Yeah.
Like that is, man,
Dark,
that
like
panda
that.
eyes is crazy, man.
It's dark like that, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They've been storing them demons, man.
Yeah, that's what the scripture says. What he spoke about that witchcrafts, man.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture says rebellion
Rebellion.
is as a sin of witchcraft. So these
Yeah.
people like these moles and
Rebels,
people,
yeah.
they're in open rebellion, man.
Open rebellion.
You know, so they're not about witches and warlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they feel for the fire, man.
That's why it's pride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pride.
Yeah.
They're fuel for the fire, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna get burnt up in
Yeah.
these days.
yeah. That's it. Because even sex, like people think of sex, oh, it's sex. Yeah. Like sex can be can be done for the sake of righteousness or wickedness.
Inordinate affection.
You know what I mean? Inordinate, you know what I mean? Affection.
Yeah.
That's
So-
right, yeah. So
No, bro.
they push that love is love
Yeah.
philosophy.
Love is
Love
love.
is love. You can bring in pedophilia, all of that.
That's it.
All
Yeah,
of things
because
you
it's
lease one
love.
out.
You can
Yeah.
bring in
It's one of
Fido.
the easiest
you
and
can
highest
really
ways.
use them, you can-
It's one of the easiest and highest ways to create demons, man.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
defile people. You know what
Defile.
I'm saying? So they got something called sex magic. It's
Sex
one of the
magic.
easiest and highest ways. Actually, it's a high level of witchcraft.
Yeah.
High level.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
books on it, man. Even Alistair Crowley called it sex
Yeah, yeah,
magic.
yeah. For real.
You've got these high levels of witchcraft.
Yeah.
Actually, he was a sex freak. He was going around popping animals,
Yeah,
popping
yeah.
women.
Mm.
He had women hung upside down
Yeah,
in the wardrobe.
in the fucking
He actually did that. Yeah.
Blood
It
and
was
shit.
just hanging
Yeah,
there.
and that should come out. I don't know how the fuck he did
Just
that.
nips like
He's had it hanging upside down in the fucking cupboard, bro.
you drinking blood like.
But that's it's even with that's why it's like any kind of time you go to like, especially with like children that be in like entertainment or something, where they'll have that kind of trauma.
Yeah.
Like they're fucked for the rest of their life. It's like Amanda Bynes,
Yeah.
Macaulay
Macaulay
Culkin,
Culkin.
all these different kind of where they come out and they said like, oh yeah, they
Yeah.
fucked up shit happened in Hollywood. Then like they'll be 30 something. They're still bugged out of their
done.
minds. Like
Done,
they never came back to Sammy
Yeah.
because why? It was like they were installed
Yeah.
into their spinal cord. It's done.
Yeah. The demons got installed.
Storm is crazy.
That's actually what it's called. That's what yeah. They mean it's
I know it's called
No. Yeah.
I know what it goes back to.
Yeah.
It goes back to masonry, like Keir David and sex magic.
Yeah, man.
I know that because that's we've got the books.
Yeah. I mean, it's you that brought that out.
Yeah, just because
Them Hollywood industry,
that's just crazy.
That's why I had it.
they're fucked. Like you
Storm
would
is
see
crazy,
It's
man.
crazy.
those Disney stars. Those
Yeah.
But that
Disney
just shows you that, like, because they know. Now, what was that? You know what? There was an interview I was supposed to send one of the brothers he watched. You know what? I didn't even bother, but it was what was that? New Boys. Remember the New Boys? Who remembers the New Boys? Jerk. Was it that group?
About boy
There
band.
was two Jakes, the light skinned Jake and the dark skinned Jake. They wore skinny jeans and the kind of influence.
They were
around
Jerk,
the
I
culture.
know.
They were Jerk.
Now, Joe.
What was that group? What was that group?
Were they old school group or
You
new?
don't remember that shit, man?
Two Jakes.
Jack
Oh,
can
Jerk.
remember it, but he's.
Were they
It
old
was
school?
Jerk, what's the
Yeah,
New
Jerk.
Boys?
Jerk.
What was that band? Remember that band, the New Boys?
Yeah, New Boys, George.
So it was the New Boys, okay. No one remember that band, man?
I don't
It was the two
remember
guys and the influencer, like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. Jerk. Now, Jerk. Yeah, that whole dance. Yeah.
New Boys.
Since you in the UK, man.
Remember that song? That song was
Fuck you up,
big.
man.
Yeah.
Remember that
That's what
song?
they used to.
Yeah, you don't remember that? If I put that on, you'd be like, oh, yeah.
Now, Jerk. Yeah, it was big. It was a
I remember.
They influence a lot of this
Yeah.
thing,
It's
man.
like, yeah.
Yeah, with this new age shit with it. But anyway, the dark skin geezer keeps doing these interviews now, recently, yeah. And it went over a lot of people's heads. Only a few people caught it. Where he's breaking down, he's crying,
Yeah.
and he's just talking about, look, man, the industry players and all that, right? The light skin geezer, he was fucked, but he's been back in the industry,
Yeah.
so he just thought, fuck it. But this geezer's he's got like a white Jake woman or a white woman, I don't know who she is, but you can't really see her. And she's like, yeah, you alright, baby? He's like, yeah, I'm alright. He's flicked his dreads. And he just talked. And then there was a minute in there where he said, look, man, people are like, yo, you'll be alright, the royalties, something like the royalties and what they've influenced, right? But then there's a part in it that went right over people's heads, yeah? And he basically said, look, man, they did this. Take it. He did that and it went over people's heads.
That's crazy.
That's why he kept crying. He cried about 20 times in this video, man. I thought he just kept breaking down, he's talking. And then he kind of, because he's like, you good? But then the people, it went over their head. Some of them caught him and went, oh shit, you see that mark? Because when you go to that mark, Then he did that in my So these when they fucking get that's what happens to them.
That's the
what
game.
happens,
That's
yeah.
what they have to do, man.
That's what they have to do.
Obviously, prophet of man.
That's the way it's balanced. It's set for
Well,
some
well, it's all
sort of
coming out on all these guys like Diddy and all that now. Anyway, look, it's just like all coming.
Yeah.
It's all being
Easy.
exposed, man.
Yeah.
But people are so demonic and far gone in this world.
Remember that?
Doesn't mean anything to them.
You would have them bald headed Edomites. From that happened to that Hackney dude, man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
baked
beans,
beans,
beans, yeah.
Heinz.
And it was all like they all looked like they're from the movie The Hitman.
Yeah.
All the shirts and ties.
All
No
fair.
trousers on. And
That shit was
nigga.
horrific, bro.
It's fucking street
That
nigga.
shit was horrific.
That they ran him off the block, but this
Oh,
street nigga,
God.
you come back to get that deal. His tape late. You could because it just leaked. You'd be like, what's this? And everyone's clicking it. And like, oh shit.
And you know what? When that came out,
Yeah.
I can pretty much guarantee a lot of people in that kind of environment went quiet because they all involved in something.
Yeah.
They went quiet, bro.
They had the nick like it was crazy,
They were
man.
hanging him
It was
upside
like-
down.
They had him like they had him
Yeah, hanging from the ceiling, bro.
You know what, man?
I remember this.
You started with that panda eyes.
Oh.
Panda eyes is crazy.
Bro,
This is crazy, man.
That's real though,
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's what Esau
that
does.
was horrific, bro.
Oh,
That was horrific.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was horrific, bro.
We got certain
I
videos.
was,
Yeah,
I was traumatized.
Mark-
I was traumatized.
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 36.
Read that.
For what shall it profit a man if he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Whoa. So a lot of you muppets walking around in the system,
So,
you're all subject. You're under that. This is the kingdom. Great place to be. Isn't it?
isn't it?
Don't say it.
He's losing.
Man, this is what's going on. It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Bowser gone.
Crazy, man.
No, bro.
He did eat and shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, for the love of money, man.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying, man? It's
For the love of
And that,
money.
and that's everything structured in society is around, you know, getting the deal,
Getting
getting
deals.
success, getting the money, the fame. Because it's like, oh, apparently you get all the women, the money, luxurious.
yeah,
life.
that FELT's deal from 300.
Yeah.
Yes!
All you need to do is kneel.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But then lo and behold, it's you know, there's stipulations to that. And that's Esau. Esau is stipulation central. Every deal you have with Esau, all of a sudden there's 10 million things in the small print.
Contract.
Yeah, just put on that dress. You know what I mean? Humiliation ritual, this ritual, that ritual. It's mad.
And I was thinking, I was mentioning you fucking bitches and drinking
all
alcohol.
this-
Like, what's going on?
All this sign the contract and the contract. Talking about these contracts, man. What's up with all these contracts? So is it a contract? What about signing these fucking contracts?
That's Esau for you, isn't it? Binds you by these deals, isn't it?
And that's when brother read that scripture in Habakkuk, man, that put his bottle to their neighbor. You know, making him drunk, you know, and they see their nakedness and his shame. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Jake's involved in. They're just intoxicated, inebriated. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, he's responsible for setting up all these organizations that do that. You know? And he accuses us before the Most High as he does so. So he's gonna have to pay for that. You know?
You know, just pop someone in the anus.
Yeah, come on, man.
And he's gonna go and like accuse man to the Most High and say, yo, he's popping man in the bro. So what the hell did you just do, bro?
Yeah. Around my brother's keyboard, spirit.
I don't know. It's actually fully
That's like game.
demonic as all hell.
Yeah.
But that's the modern age. That's the whole. Because the thing is as soon as people get made aware of it, bro, it's like they're already compromised. They already know. Like, well, am I gonna lose it? Like, I already gave up everything for this.
Yeah, you blackmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's my family gonna think? What's my friends? Shit, man.
They done to R. Kelly that time. You're gonna do this to me?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all killing me, man.
Friends are Kenny over, a legend like Kel.
You wouldn't believe it.
His tight ass suit.
Kel.
It was done, man.
Then later on down the line they got Bill Cosby, American Darling,
Yeah, they get
the most perfect. They done him for like whatever they did him
Bill
on.
Cosby.
He was spiking people back in the day and that.
Yeah, with that Spanish fly.
They were spiking women. With Spanish flag. Yeah, it's like bro, I don't know if you got something, man.
Was it worth it, man?
That's all it is, bro.
Was it worth it?
I got something. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived.
Yeah, so they see all the people we're talking about, the artists and these celebrities doing all this, they're not inheriting the next world, man. They're gonna die in this world. They have to go, man, and be reborn. And there is gonna be the 2/3 that die in this world, because that was a doctrine recently being pushed.
Yeah.
The 2/3, are not gonna be in the next world. What was it? That's what they were saying, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
But they are gonna, because the scriptures talk about
And then
the elect bringing forth basically the ones that perish on this side. There's many scriptures on that. So the 2/3 on this side, they're gonna die, like your Jay-Z's, your
Yeah.
Diddy's. They've got their consolation, man.
Yeah.
So they have to go down now, man.
And so all Israel shall be saved.
And all Israel shall be saved. So they got to go down now, and then we got to inherit the next world, man. Go on, mate.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators nor idolaters.
That's everyone you see on the TV screen, man. They spiritually fornicate, physically fornicate. All your celebrities, basically. Go on, bro.
Nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God.
Yeah, man. God. Yeah.
So, that doesn't lead to life, man.
Yeah.
The ways of the scriptures, the laws, the statutes, following, fearing Yahweh, that's what leads to life. And the people in this society, they're going into destruction, along with this kingdom, man.
Got one real quick. Romans 11:26, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. The new covenant, being, that's only for the nation of Israel, by the way, where the laws are going to be put on our inward parts, and we ain't going to go off on, not on one law.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be, we're gonna be immortal.
That's how.
That's for the whole nation. That's right. That's right. That's right. We're gonna be immortal.
And the rest of our people that die on this side, they're gonna inherit that also. In the world. They're gonna inherit. They're gonna inherit. They might not be on the level of the elect, because the Lord said the reward for the believers is gonna be, you're gonna be on the thrones judging the 12 tribes.
Right.
You're gonna be like, there's gonna be levels to it. But the king in the next world, the people, the Israelites, the Jakes that die in this world, they're going to be good in the next world, man. The most wickedest Jake you get here is going to be perfectly fine in the next world, man.
Yeah,
when they're born again.
Yeah, because Scripture says we're going to be a nation with kings and
priests.
priests.
Yeah, man.
That includes all Israel. It didn't just say just those that are elect. We're going to be a nation of them.
That's why you see we ain't too caught up on, like, because you get people, law willing, we ain't too like caught up on like trying to save every Jake. We shouldn't really be in that mentality. It's like the Lord's delivering the elect only.
That's it.
The 2/3 will be born again in the next world. That's the price, man. And that's a good plan. If you are, that's a good plan, man.
Which is merciful,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Merciful.
Because you got camps that want to, they have that spirit of, black unity, bringing the black community together. It ain't about that, bro. It's about the elect. The rest of Jake's coming back again in the next world, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, man.
Yeah, alright, man. Hey, man, this year, the Lord's gonna open up these prophecies, man. We're looking at some AI shit and all this shit, man. You got planes flying out of the sky. All sorts of shit. So, we're gonna see shit happening, man. So, this is a very spiritual year, man. Don't think that when the 2020 happened, that was for nothing. So, you know what I mean? That went for nothing, man. That's been 5 years since that, bro. It's all set, just set the tone set. And you just understand that, man. We in that year, so we're gonna keep telling you that. But just know that shit, man. It's alright, man. We out, man. You know, say shalom, man.
Shalom.
Shalom.